Hey everybody, happy Wednesday, April 7th. Hope you're all doing well today. It is drizzly. Just kind of a yucky day, a great day to stay in and make some cards or craft. If you're here, please say hello. I'm going to turn my comments on there. I love to chat with you. We're going to make a fun card today using a stamp set from the annual catalog, Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog. If you do not have a catalog, please let me know. I'd love to get one in your hands. The new catalog is coming out. It will go live for customers on May 4th. So if you have ordered from me within the last year, you should it should be on the way to you right now. I think Stampin' Up! Was going to ship them after the 8th. So that's tomorrow. You guys, I have to tell you a funny story. I'm going to turn my camera around so we can see what we're doing today. This is the card we made Monday for Make It Monday. It's using the Hey Chick bundle. And my sister texted me after I got off the live, and she said, "You know what you did?" I'm going to need my little scooper to pick these up. And I thought, I think it's just my brand. I'm just a goofball. But I colored her little feet, and then I cut them off. So that was really funny. I thought it was really funny. I didn't even think I was going to cut those feet off of Wanda. I call her Wanda because she looks like she'd be a lot of fun to hang out with. And then I was going to share some cards that I received in the mail. I'm part of just a card club where we send birthday cards and get well cards and encouragement cards to a group of ladies. And I received this one for my birthday. I just think that's so adorable. Carolyn Chastain, thank you so much. I love that. Love the color she used. And then look at this one I received. It is adorable. All those little jewels on the cupcake. I thought that was so cute. Hi, Donna. Hi, Mom. That is from Mary Lou Askin. Thank you so much. That is so cute. And then, let's see, I had one more. Nope, that one's just a Hallmark. Those are fun too, though, to cut out and use die cuts from your cards that you've received, or use them in your scrapbooking. Hi, Kay. But I wanted to share those on Monday, and I forgot. After all those technical difficulties I was experiencing, I think I got a little crazy. That's why I colored Wanda's feet and cut them off. I didn't need to color them. Okay, this is the card we are going to make. Hi, Kat. How are you today? It's very simple, but such a cute little card. I didn't do anything on the inside, so maybe we'll do something fun on the inside on the one we're going to make today. So I am using, like I said, some products from the annual catalog, the Field of Flowers stamp set. I love this little meadow that you can do, and I think I've used this on an Easter tag that I did for a Make It Monday. And then I'm going to you're going to get a sneak peek. The thank you is from one of our new stamp sets coming out in the new catalog, so you're going to get a sneak peek of that. So let's get started. Hi, Laura. How are you? Hi, Vicki. Nice to see you, ladies. Hope you're having a great day. I started out saying it's really drippy here. Some thunder. My little dog's afraid. She's hiding in closets and under beds. Anyways, I'm starting out with an 8.5 inch by 5.5 inch piece of thick basic white cardstock. I say it over and over again, but if you're new, I like to use a thick cardstock for my card bases. It just gives it a little weight because we're going to add all these layers on the front, and so that our back won't be so flimsy. And I'm going to take my bone folder and kind of crease that a little bit more. And then the first thing I did, we're using some Springtime Designer Series paper. This is also from the catalog, annual catalog. I always forget the name of this one. It's the Playing with Patterns. You get 12 sheets of 12 by 12. Actually, excuse me, 6 by 6. 48 sheets. Never mind. You get 48 sheets, and it's really fun, bright colors. I don't know what I did with the pile of paper, stack of paper, but I just cut two 1-inch strips. These are 1 inch by 5 1/4. Hi, Carol. Nice to see you. And I cut a piece of Coastal Cabana. I took that from the Designer Series paper, so I knew it would coordinate. And this is 5 1/4 by 2.5, I believe. Yep. And then our little stamped panel is 2 by 5 1/4. So the first thing, let's do our stamping. I'm going to take this little 2 inch by 5 1/4, and we're going to stamp our little meadow of flowers. And I wanted to use a bright color, so I'm using Granny Apple Green. It's a real bright green. And I'm just going to go over the bottom edge of this, and I'm even kind of going off the edge, so it looks like the flowers are just growing up from the bottom. And then since it's photopolymer, it's going to be very easy to line up and continue on. So very seamless. I like that. That's what's one of the nice things about photopolymer stamps. Then I'm going to take, I should get my stamp set out so you can see which images I'm using. These little flowers is one stamp. And I'm using Flirty Flamingo. Sorry for all the banging around. I'm going to use some Flirty Flamingo just to put these kind of down amongst the greenery. I wanted a little pink. So just a couple little stamps there. Then for the larger image, I am using the smaller of this, I don't know what kind of flower that is. For all my people, green thumbs out there, what kind of flower do you think that is? And this it did come as a 2-piece set. And I know last week I showed you how I cut my red cling stamps. This is a photopolymer stamp that I did cut as well. So I know that shocks some of you, but it just makes it easier sometimes. I didn't really want that big flower on here, and I was going to mask it, and then I thought, you know what, let's just cut those off. There's not really a die that it goes with, so no big deal. Okay, I'm taking some Highland Heather, and I'm going to stamp it off once. Because I don't want that dark purple. I'm just going to do this 2 times. like I stuck one right here. Got a little smudge there. I have a little eraser that I will get that off with here in a minute. Okay, and then the last thing I did was I put this little flower image on, and I did that with crushed curry. And I put 3 of those on here. Okay. I've got a tickle in my throat. Please excuse me. Sorry. The allergies are out and about. Okay, now we're going to build our card and before we add our little sentiment tag on. So the first thing I did, I'm using a different print of designer series paper. I'm going to put this one at the top of the card, and this card is in landscape mode position. So I wanted about 1/4 of an inch from the top and the sides. And that's why I kind of like to use the liquid glue, because that way I can position it really easily. Now we could have just used a whole piece of designer series paper and made it 4 by 5 1/4, but this way, this conserves your paper. So it's a little trick to conserve. And you can get more cards out of one 6 by 6 inch piece of cardstock if you wanted to make several of these. Okay, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to adhere the, you know what, on this one, since we are using a different designer series paper, I just changed my mind. I am going to grab a little sheet of Highland Heather. Hold on. Actually, I'm grabbing Purple Posy. This is a Purple Posy. I just used the Highland Heather ink because there is no Purple Posy ink. And I'm going to cut a piece of designer series paper out 2 1/2 by, I've got a little piece of, by 5 1/4. I think this will look better with our designer series paper. This one's more colorful. This one's more subtle. I'm going to match that designer series paper. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down to my card front. I'm just using my multi-purpose liquid glue. Just kind of center it right in the middle. Square it up. Okay. I think it's too far, it's too low, isn't it, girls? I want the same amount of designer series paper showing. There we go. That's better. Okay, now we're going to add our stamped panel. And I just ordered over 184 photos off of my phone. They will be here next week because I'm going to really start getting serious about some scrapbooking, and I just thought this would be an excellent border for a scrapbook page. Wouldn't it? Mother's Day or Easter or something like that. Okay. Now, to do the tag, I'm using the Ornate Frames dies. These are really good for all kinds of sentiments that you may want to use. And for the sentiment I'm using, I said I was going to give you a sneak peek at one of the new stamp sets coming up in the new catalog. This one's very artistic in nature. I love the little bird and the butterfly. This little clover's pretty too. It's going to make some pretty cards. So I am just using the little thank you. I just thought, let's throw that in and you all can get a sneak peek of that. And so for the tag, I'm just taking a piece of basic white cardstock, and I'm going to take my Stampin' Sponge and that Flirty Flamingo ink. Thank you, Loopy. How are you today? And I'm just going to do a little smudge in the middle of this scrap of basic white with that Flirty Flamingo. This is just it's either an 1/8 or a 1/6 of one of our Stampin' Sponges that you can buy, and I just cut them up so that I can use it on several different colors. And then I'm just going to take some of the Memento Black ink. I'll put that right in the middle of that little smudge. My watch is falling off here, girls. And I'm going to use the die from the Ornate Frames dies. I will have a list of all the products I'm using up in the description as soon as we get off here today if you're interested in anything. And I'm just using this tiny little stitched one. So I'm going to grab my little mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss. That's a fun little thing that I forget about doing, Donna, is kind of smudging some of the coordinating ink onto your tag. I might not have needed that much, but it looks cute. I didn't really want to put the white on white, but I didn't want to stamp on colored cardstock. I wanted it to kind of look light and airy, but I wanted my tag to have a little color, so I think that's why I did that. And if you don't have a die cutting machine, you could just, you know, cut out a little rectangle, put your sentiment on a little rectangle and do the same thing. And I popped this up with some Stampin' Dimensionals. You could even just stamp your sentiment right on the panel there. This is just an added little thing. And then the final thing I did is I added a couple of the butterflies from the Butterfly Gems. And of course I used the purple posy butterflies so it would match with everything. And I took one of these larger ones. Is my tag on there crooked? It's a little crooked. There we go. Tore my panel a little bit. I took a larger one. There's two sizes of 5 different colors. And I'm using the purple posy ones. Isn't that cute? I love this card. So here you have a more vibrant card, a little bit more eclectic. This one's more of of a, a pastel looking card. So um, just depends on how you use your designer series paper, which paper you pick, how it's going to turn out, right? Thank you, ladies, for joining me. I will be back on Monday for Make It Monday. I'm pretty sure. If not, I will. Maybe I won't be. I might be. I may not be. If I'm not, you'll know. I'm trying to think of appointments and things that my mom has. So I think she does have one Monday, but maybe I can squeeze one in. So, Kay, you like both of them? I'm leaning towards this one now. This was kind of my inspiration. I thought I want to make a bright, fun card, and now that I've done this one, I'm kind of liking this one. So, you all have a great afternoon, and I will talk to you soon. Let me know if you have any questions. Reach out to me. I'd be happy to answer them. So, have a great rest of your week and an awesome weekend. Bye bye.